Hello everyone, welcome to Venus in the 6th house of your chart. This video is good for you if Venus is placed 6 houses away from your ascendant, or indeed from your moon sign. It's also good for a Western chart, but just make sure you have sign for a house. If you're new to my channel, sub below and let's begin. What then is the 6th house in your chart, everyone? It's a house of conflict, competition, litigation, quarrels, all the places in which you meet your competitors head on, your open enemies. It's where you have to force your own will in life. It's also the daily grind of life, the chores, but also keeping yourself healthy and fit is shown from this house. It of necessity shows also illness, disease, and accidents. It's where you gain skill, mastering these factors of life and make yourself more resilient. It also represents pets and small domestic animals. And who then is Venus? Venus is known as Shukra in the Vedic system. He is a demigod empowered to give to us all the luxuries and enjoyments of material life. Therefore, he represents clothes, ornaments, the arts, beauty, and entertainment. He brings us together with others in deep, intimate relationships. His primary purpose is reproduction and childbirth, and he represents semen. Outside of this, he shows all our close bonds to others, and specifically, he represents the wife in a male chart. So when Venus, Shukra, who represents love and getting together with people, has gone into the house of disharmony and quarrel, you can see there is a little bit of contention with this position, but there are some good factors also. It's particularly important for relationships. But before we make a judgment, please check the sign position of your Venus. Sign of Venus in this house will make all the difference. Check the karmas of Venus. Venus karmas all signs. Video on my channel I will link below, and I will also link at the end. One thing for sure, Venus in the 6th house won't like conflicts. Venus wants to promote harmony, love, and togetherness with people. Therefore, Venus in the 6th makes you someone who definitely wants to go to the middle ground always. If people are quarreling, you want to solve the problem. You want to help others, serve others, be of use to others, because your main aim in life is to create harmony and not conflict. Indeed, your heartfelt desire to be of use to others in this way is so important to you that you go out of your way to help others, and unfortunately you can even be misunderstood in your intentions, which will impact relationships. But this caring nature will put you in a very good stead in your working professional life. Venus here is attracted to helping professions, social work, caring, counseling, where you are helping others in any way. That's the place for you to be. You are much appreciated and very popular often with your work colleagues. It's a fine eye for detail that makes you a great craftsman or craftswoman in any form. You can design clothes, jewelry, etc. You can become a cook, baker, anybody preparing food, and become extremely talented and artistic in these fields. The problem comes with this Venus in the 6th, though, when the perfectionism which you put into your work comes into relationships, particularly personal relationships, and this is where things start to unravel a little. Your fine eye for detail, your desire for perfectionism can sometimes work against you. Very often you can even be heavy on yourself, not allowing yourself a little bit of slack. But in relationships, it becomes particularly tricky. People can feel that you're picking on them, that you're desiring perfection from them, and this can cause all sorts of hurts and misunderstandings. You might also begin to feel that you yourself are not receiving enough love and attention back for all the attention and the love which you give. So there is a little bit of an imbalance happening here. It's very important in intimate relationships with Venus 6th house that there is open communication. Even with your friendships, these misunderstandings can occur. If Venus is badly afflicted, and particularly if it is poorly placed by sign, there can be divorce, separation in the life, because Venus is actually placed behind the 7th house of marriage. But a complete analysis of the Lord of the 7th and the D9 must confirm this. 6th house also represents health and well-being and fitness in a way, and Venus here is going to take you into a great deal of interest and involvement in these factors. Venus is, after all, the healing water of life. So you can be a great healer. You can actually work in medical fields, and in all healing fields you are extremely talented and helpful to others. You can take a great interest in food in particular diets, supplements, herbal factors. All of these things interest you, and you can become expert in these fields also. Now, Venus represents overindulgence in material enjoyment, and the sixth house is about food and food preparation. As I've said, you may have talent in this area, but sometimes there can be overindulgence and almost food addiction can be seen. Eating disorders are very common with this Venus sixth house. Very important that you watch your own sweet tooth, and sometimes illnesses like diabetes can be shown by this position. From the sixth house, Venus aspects the 12th house of loss, expenditure, charity work, and foreign lands. You desire the things of the house where Venus looks. So you desire, as I've said, to be of service to others, to give, and you give in charity and of your time consistently. You can actually work in large organizations such as hospitals, prisons, and schools by this aspect. Much as you love to give to charity and are generous in giving to others, sometimes your own expenditure, if it is an ill-placed Venus and really badly aspected, will take over. There can be debt, there can be mounting expenses by this Venus aspect to the 12th house that you need to be aware of. 12th house is, of course, representing foreign lands, and Venus aspect onto the 12th house shows that love affairs, romance, and all sorts of intrigue can sometimes happen in secret or openly in foreign lands. So going into foreign lands expands the love aspects in your life very often. Finally, 6th house represents small animals and the 12th house larger animals. So Venus having placement here and aspecting 12th house shows that you have a great deal of involvement and care for non-human beings in your life. You give of your time to them and they become very important during your lifetime. On your screen right now, Venus in all signs. Check out the karmas of your Venus sign position. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now, and God bless everyone.